On a cold and wintry night, we welcome you to Rochester, New York, and inside the cozy confines of the Gene Policini Center, home of the Tigers. The Atlantic Hockey postseason has arrived. Mercyhurst is in town for the start of the best-of-3 quarterfinal series against the top-seeded Tigers. Carter Wilkie leads RIT in goals and points this season. The Atlantic Hockey Player of the Year candidate and the rest of the Tigers begin their quest for the program's first tournament championship since 2016 here tonight. Good evening, I'm Kevin Roach, and welcome to a postseason edition of RIT Hockey Pregame Live. Well, the Tigers won their first regular season championship since 2011 a few weeks ago, earning home ice advantage throughout the postseason, but they had to wait until late last Saturday night, a few hours after their game with Air Force concluded, to find out that Mercyhurst would be the 8th seed and the Tigers' first obstacle in their quest for the Jack Riley Trophy. They met earlier this year. Let's take a look back. RIT owned the first 10 minutes of the first game. Andrew Petrucci coming up with the loose puck in the neutral zone, beating Tyler Harmon. It was 1-0 RIT. Just 3 minutes and 5 seconds later, Tigers strike again. Elijah Gonzalez to Caleb Moritz. RIT had a 2-0 lead, but Mercyhurst would battle back in the final 10 minutes of the opening period. Tigers turn it over. Mickey Burns makes them pay on the breakaway. He scores on the backhander, 2-1. RIT. Mercyhurst would get this one even late in the first. On the rush, the feed to Eric Esposito. He finishes to make it 2-2 after one. Second period, though, Tigers would take the lead back thanks to Jojo Casero going behind the net. Nobody paying attention to him, and Jojo takes advantage. RIT back in front 3-2. Just over 6 minutes remaining. Tigers down 2 men. Steven Argoyanis ripping one by Tommy Scarfoni, top shelf. The power play goal evens us at 3, but less than a minute later, Lakers still on the power play, but Tyler Mahan coming up with the turnover, and he beats Harmon. The freshman putting RIT back in front with the shorty right there. Third period, Tigers on the power play in this back and forth game, looking to extend their lead, but they turn it over. Marco Reifenberger denied, but the Tigers can't clear the zone, and here comes Mercyhurst again, and this time it's Reifenberger with the rebound to tie us at 4. A wild first meeting between these two. We would go to overtime. Final seconds of the 3-on-3 5-minute session. Chance for the Lakers to win it here, but Tommy Scarfoni saving the day, getting a pad on it, and we headed to a shootout. Tied at 1 in the shootout. Kobe Walker up for the Tigers in the 6th round, trying to give RIT the lead. But Kobe is going to send it just wide. Boy, are they going to miss him in this series. So it went back to the Lakers and Tommy Bannister. And Bannister skating in on Scarfoni and going to sneak it through the 5-hole. A 4-4 tie in the first meeting, but Mercyhurst would win the shootout and get the 2 extra points back on the 13th of January. How about Game 2 on January 14th between the Tigers and Lakers? First period, just over 4 minutes to play. Tigers finally break through. Caleb Moritz, the feed in front to Grady Hobbs. He beats Tyler Harmon, 1-0 RIT. Final seconds of the opening period, a breakaway opportunity for Mercyhurst, but Tommy Scarfoni, big on this night, is going to deny Eric Esposito. Tommy stopped all 18 he faced on that night. RIT shut out Mercyhurst 1-0. Scarfoni notched his 5th career shutout in the process. So we take a look inside the numbers of the Tigers and Lakers. Only 2 meetings this season. Officially, RIT 1-0-1 against Mercyhurst, despite losing in that shootout. Of course, those are done as we have now entered the postseason. RIT 0-for-6 on the power play in the first 2 meetings, while the Lakers went 1-for-7. Both teams did record a shorthanded goal, as you saw that weekend back in January. So the Tigers and Lakers will meet for the 4th time ever in the Atlantic Hockey Tournament here this weekend. RIT has won 2 of those 3 previous postseason matchups, defeating the Lakers back in the 2015 championship and sweeping the Lakers a year later in the quarterfinals en route to back-to-back titles. As always, we've got you covered with reports from both sides of the ice. We begin tonight with our John DiTullio, who's with RIT head coach Wayne Wilson. Johnny?
All right, Kevin, thanks so much. Wayne, you look back at the series in January. I know it's almost 2 months ago, but what do you remember from those 2 games against the Lakers?
Yeah, just another really tight series. A 1-0 win and an overtime loss, a shootout loss. So, I don't expect much difference at this time of year. I think they're going to be tight games. And, as we were talking earlier, I think we were looking for something similar to Air Force games. Tight games, but we were able to prevail near the end and preserve the win as well.
It's a team that likes to take a lot of chances offensively, which could open up opportunities for you guys in terms of maybe getting some goals against this team.
Yeah, we don't want to get trapped into a game where we're exchanging chances one end to the next. It'd be great for the fans. I know they might enjoy a game like that, but not this coach very much. So we want to limit their opportunities, their chances, and that is by good discipline, not taking penalties to put them on the power play, structurally sound defensively, not giving odd man rushes, just good puck management, not making hope passes in the high slot. We want to get pucks towards the net, keep it below their goal line, make them have to work to break the puck out, and don't let anyone in behind you, and just play solid hockey.
In special teams, playoff time, it could come down to a penalty kill or even a power play. How do you feel both units are playing coming into this weekend?
Yeah, I think we've got both units back on track here. The penalty kill's been sensational all year long, and the power play is I really picked it up here as of late, and off of a really hot start at the beginning of the year. So we need that. You need strong goaltending, and you need timely goals.
I think I'm more antsy than you are for this game.
Yeah, you might be, but
I'm jumping.
Yeah, we do a lot of prep during the week. For the coach here, this is the fun time. Let the players play at this time, and the work that we put in all week long, you hope pays off on the weekend.
We're looking for a 2-game set tonight, or for this weekend.
Yeah, we definitely are, but we haven't had that. We haven't been very good at doing that. So a lot of our playoffs have gone 3 games, and I think we're looking at a real tight series, so anything can happen.
Best of luck tonight, Wayne.
Thank you.
That's head coach Wayne Wilson of the RIT Tigers for a preview of Mercyhurst. Let's send it over to my broadcasting partner, Gene Battaglia. Gino?
All right, thanks, Johnny. Here with one of our favorites, head coach Rick Gawkin of the Mercyhurst Lakers. And welcome back, Coach. Give us kind of a state of the Lakers right now. How do you feel about your team coming into the postseason?
Well, we're very excited, obviously, to be playing in the postseason. As you know, 2 very, very good teams, Air Force and Bentley, got left out. So we're very, very excited to continue to play. We certainly know what's ahead of us with a great team like RIT. But you know what? We're going to come out, we're going to play our game, and hope for the best. So we're looking forward to what's going to be a great weekend of hockey here in Rochester.
Yeah, if that weekend in January is any indication, I mean, you took 2 points that weekend. The game on Saturday was just a 1-goal game. How do you feel you match up against RIT?
Well, that weekend we felt like we matched up pretty good, but that was then and this is now, and obviously there's a lot higher stakes. So, we're going to have to play a pretty good hockey game here tonight. And again, I just think that if we could get good goaltending, be opportunistic offensively, stay out of the penalty box, and manage the puck, I think we'd have a chance.
Now, in that one game against RIT, only 18 shots against Tommy Scarfoni. What's your philosophy? Is it better to get the higher chances, or are you looking for a high volume of shots tonight?
We don't shoot the puck a lot, so that's something that we'd like to do more. So we're hoping to continue to improve our shot totals, but, we have to make sure that we're shooting the puck at the right time, in the right areas, and really we got to get people to the net.
And your goaltender, Harmon, how do you feel about his ability here to maybe win a game or 2 on his own?
Well, you know what? He's been really good for us all year, and he's an older kid. He's played well. He gives us a chance pretty much every night, and that's what he has to do tonight.
I'll tell the Tulio, he didn't wear green today. You know that.
Well, I'm disappointed in John because he's an Erie guy, and I remember back in the day he used to root for us.
Well, Coach, we're all room for everybody here this week in Atlantic Hockey. Thank you so much tonight for your time.
It's been my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Rick Gawkin, the head coach of Mercyhurst, Kevin, as we send it back to you.
All right, Gene, thank you so much. Well, still to come here on Pregame Live, RIT Associate Head Coach David Insulaco will join us to break down the series with the Lakers. Plus, Game 1 between Holy Cross and AIC already in the books. We'll show you who has the edge now in that quarterfinal series. But first, number 10 for RIT is John Franco Casero. The Nobleton, Ontario native is second on the team in goals with 12 this season and tied for first among the nation's Blue Liners. The reigning Atlantic Hockey Defensive Player of the Week will join our John and Tulio live ringside next as our postseason coverage rolls on from the Gene Policini Center here at RIT. It's Game 1 between the Tigers and Lakers at 7:05. This is Pregame Live. Pregame Live, free tickets being distributed for students for both Game 1 and 2, thanks to Student Government, Student Affairs, and the RIT Athletic Department. In the net for RIT tonight will be Tommy Scarfoni. The Montreal native has been a big reason why the Tigers have won 22 games this season. Tonight marks number 30's 30th start of the year. He's 19-9-1 with a 2.40 goals against. For Mercyhurst head coach Rick Gotkin will go with number 30 Tyler Harmon. We saw him back twice in January. Tonight will mark his 16th consecutive start since taking over the number 1 spot in the rotation back in December. Harmon has a 3.09 goals against. Well, John Franco Casero was one of the Tigers who scored on Harmon during that regular season matchup. Atlantic Hockey's defensive player of the week is just off the ice, standing by live ringside with our John DiTullio. Johnny?
All right, Kevin, thank you so much. Gio, you always just mentioned, it feels like it's your time right now. This is where the quest for the NCAAs begins tonight versus Mercyhurst.
Yeah, for sure. I think we worked hard all year long to get to a position to be in the first round of the playoffs. So just got to stick to what we've been doing all year and go from there.
You guys played them back in January. You lost in the shootout. You shut them out. What's your takeaway from those 2 games, albeit almost 2 months ago?
Yeah, they're a very good team, highly skilled, very offensive. So just got to stick to our defensive structure, and we should be good tonight.
In terms of they like to get up and down the ice, which they take a lot of chances, which could open some opportunities up for you guys as well.
Yeah, I just think we got to take away their time and space, be physical, and we'll get our chances from there.
And the power play, everything, special teams really clicking right now. Whoa, you seem to be clicking as well. Why the power play seems to be back on track? What's been the key?
Yeah, I just think we're getting back to basics, moving pucks quick, winning battles when we need to, and just getting shots on net. And that's just been key for us all year long, and we got back to that.
Well, the key is to make this a 2-game set, correct?
Correct, yes.
All right, Gio. Good luck, buddy. Great talking to you. That's Gianfranco Casero. Kevin, let's send it back to you.
All right, Johnny, watch out for that Zamboni down there. Thanks so much. Well, the Atlantic Hockey postseason got underway earlier this afternoon as the 3-time defending tournament champion AIC Yellow Jackets hosting 7-seeded Holy Cross. And we have the highlights. The Yellow Jackets entering the postseason red hot, unbeaten in their last 5. Scoreless until the second. Timofey Hoklichev jams the loose puck by Thomas Gale, 11th of the season, to put the Yellow Jackets on the board. It was 1-0. AIC, though, would add to it. Just over 6 minutes later, as Jordan Burrow scores here, his 7th of the season, 2-0 Yellow Jackets up after 2. Later in the third, though, Crusaders make it interesting. Under a minute to play. Liam McClinsky firing it just inside the blue line and finds the back of the net. Crusaders back within 1 with 44 seconds remaining. So Holy Cross pulls their goaltender. AIC, though, wins the ensuing faceoff. They gain the zone, and they're going to seal it here with the empty netter. AIC taking Game 1 by a final of 3-1 over Holy Cross. So the Yellow Jackets can close out that series tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock in Springfield, Massachusetts. Other quarterfinals tonight, in addition to our game here, 3rd-seeded Sacred Heart hosting 6th-seeded Niagara at 7 o'clock, and 4th-seeded Canisius takes on 5th-seeded Army at the top of the hour as well. Well, still to come on Pregame Live, the Tigers share what the key to their success will be this postseason. Plus, Dave Insulaco will join us with a scouting report on the Lakers. That's all straight ahead on your home for Tiger Hockey. This is Pregame Live. Back here at the Policini Center, RIT with 22 wins during the regular season, the most since the 2009-10 team. That group not only won the AHA Tournament Championship, but we all remember they advanced to the Frozen Four, too, as we welcome you back inside the Gene Policini Center here at RIT, where you're watching Pregame Live, presented by Taylor the Builders. We continue our countdown to puck drop of Game 1 of the AHA quarterfinals between RIT and Mercyhurst coming up in just a bit. With the new Atlantic Hockey playoff format this season, the top-seeded Tigers have earned the luxury of never having to leave this building. As long as they keep winning, they'll have a chance to skate the Jack Riley Trophy for the first time since 2016, right here later this month. The regular season champions of Atlantic Hockey know the job's not done.
And the corner crew is chanting 5 more wins.
That's it.
That is it. That's what's going to take to get to the NCAA tournament.
You know, they're saying the truth. It really is. You win 5 more games, you win the championship. So, but, you know, you can't look at it that way. We got to look at it 1 game at a time. focus on each game, winning, doing whatever it takes, and then we keep doing that. 5 more games, it's going to be there.
The Tigers went unbeaten in 19 of their 26 league games this year. And despite a few bumps in the road the last month of the season, they're ready.
The shot, they can't get it off. Bentley wins 2-1.
You can't be perfect all the time, right? We had a lot of things go our way in the first half that we worked for, that we earned. We were given some good opportunities as well, but going up and down, you want to do it at the right time. Every season's not going to be perfect, so you want to get that out of the way earlier than later. And I'm glad we're not, coming down on a landslide right into playoffs, right? We had our little slide, we had our slump, but we're battling back and we're on the right track again at the right time.
Up first for the Tigers is a best-of-3 quarterfinal series with Mercyhurst.
Yeah, is right. Here's Burns going in. Mickey Burns to the backhand and scores.
In 2 meetings this season, the Lakers beat RIT in a shootout and lost by just a goal.
Yeah, we always know them to be pretty offensive. They like to, when they have the chance, they'll bring all 5 guys up the ice. So I think it's extra important that we play well on defense, and especially as a defenseman, having a good gap against these guys and trying not to give them too much. But yeah, they can score quickly.
Every team from now on, especially in the playoffs, can never be overlooked. And that goes for every opponent that we played during the year. Nobody can be overlooked. And they proved to us, obviously, they can win, but they're going to be tight games for sure. And I'm really excited for the opportunity.
But for this to be a special postseason for the Tigers, special teams will be the key.
All 3 goals coming on the power play.
We're known to take a lot of penalties, so our penalty kill has stepped up massively all year long. Our power play was really dangerous in the first half, and now it's kind of getting back on track. But when we're in a game and we score a power play goal, it's like everybody gets that sense of relief on the bench. It's like when they're going, there's less pressure on our 5-on-5 game to step up. So special teams is going to probably be the difference for us going forward. When you're in playoffs, nothing else matters. You either win or you lose and you move on. So is there a target on our back? Yeah, but that's where we like to be.
Yeah, the Tigers are going to get everybody's best shot this postseason. That is for sure. If you're just joining us, here is the playoff picture. In Atlantic hockey, the 3-time defending champion AIC Yellow Jackets took Game 1 this afternoon over Holy Cross. They can advance to the semifinal series tomorrow afternoon with a victory. In addition, RIT Mercyhurst, Niagara at Sacred Heart. Those two split their 2-game season series, while Canisius hosts Army at Harbor Center in Buffalo. Black Knights were 2-1-1 against the Griffs this season. Well, as we've seen over the years, anything can happen in the postseason. What you did during the regular season doesn't mean anything now as we bring in John and Gene. And guys, Mercyhurst may be the 8th seed, but this is a program that reached the conference semis last year as a 7th seed. Rick Gotkin's group is never an easy out in the postseason.
No, it's playoff hockey, Kevin. Anything can happen. As John, we are welcomed now ringside by Dave Insulaco, assistant coach, associate head coach here at RIT. And Dave, is it fair to say, we saw Mercyhurst back earlier in January. Is this a team that, compared to others, will take a few chances on the offensive side of the ice?
No, most definitely. They're dangerous. You can't let your guard down. You got to manage the puck well, and we got to think defense first.
Dave, what do you take away from those 2 games in January? Is anything you look back on tape that you could use tonight? It's almost 2 months ago.
I think the most important thing for us is just our puck management, owning the puck in the offensive zone, trying to play defense by possessing the puck for long stretches in the O zone. So when they do chip it out, they don't have much energy to counterattack and go on the offense, which they thrive at. So it's important for us to stay patient in the offensive zone and possess the puck for long stretches.
Dave Insulaco, our guest here ringside. Is Dave, as far as the loss of Kobe Walker not available, how has the team adjusted, not just in regular 5-on-5, but he's so big to your special teams?
Most definitely, he's really good on the power play. I think he leads our team in power play goals. He's one of our best penalty killers and shot blockers, and he's the energizer bunny. So we're definitely going to miss him, but it's an opportunity for other guys to step up and rise to the occasion in his absence.
Dave, go get him. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Dave Insulaco, associate head coach here at RIT.
Can't wait. I was telling Wayne's like this. I'm all over the place talking. I was jumping. It's playoffs. Yeah. It's Game 1. Game 1 in the best of 3. Every game's important. I think Game 1, huge. huge for the Tigers to take game 1 tonight.
Well, huge for Mercyhurst.
Yeah.
They want to steal this one tonight when they're playing a 1 seed. We take a look at their players to watch tonight. They always have skilled offensive players. Eric Esposito leading the team in goals.
No question. You look at some of the numbers, even talked with Rick Gotkin this week. They had a lot of injuries, this team, but Esposito's been able to stay healthy. Look at his numbers, 15 goals, 15 assists. The kid's out of Connecticut, really good two-way player. But Mercyhurst is one of those guys that can get the puck in open space. He's very, very dangerous. Keep your eye on number 7.
Yeah, coming through the portal by way of New Hampshire. For the RIT Tigers on that top line with Carter Wilkie and Grady Hobbs, I like what we saw out of Tanner Andrew last week.
He had a huge weekend against Air Force, and as you were just talking with Dave Insulaco, with Kobe Walker down, it's a chance for other players to step up. We saw last weekend, number 7 step up. Let's see if he can continue that momentum. 10 goals and 8 assists. He was huge in that Friday night win over the Falcons a week ago.
Kevin, the RIT Tigers, 22 wins in the regular season. They earned the right to host this weekend and perhaps all the way through to the championship game. Looking forward to a call on this one here tonight at 7:05.
Yeah, it should be fun. Always fun when the Lakers are in town, guys. We're looking forward to your call at the top of the hour. The puck drops in less than 10 minutes now. We'll wrap things up from here next. You're watching RIT Hockey Pregame Live. Back here on Pregame Live, introductions underway as the postseason is upon us. Again, it's the 4th meeting between these two programs in the playoffs. The Lakers' only victory against RIT came in the 2009 semis when they won 5-4 in overtime. We will be back with you again tomorrow night. We know that for Game 2 of this quarterfinal series between the Lakers and Tigers. Our coverage beginning at 6:30 with Pregame Live presented by Taylor the Builders, followed by Face-Off 7:05 right here on Flow Hockey. Well, let the madness begin. It's the most wonderful time of the year as 8 teams still have hope of skating the Jack Riley League Championship Trophy just 2 weeks from tomorrow night. That'll do it for Pregame Live. Game 1 between RIT and Mercyhurst begins now.